Dungeon Master Doom is devising a master plan. I want to first thank everyone for all the positive feedback from my last video where I collected all my sketches and just compiled them all into one video, and I've really been reflecting on it. I know I've been watching this over and over. I'm pumping up the views on that. That's all me, because I'm reflecting on it, and I have to do something with it. I have to make a game. So now, okay, the simple master plan was to make a Pathfinder compatible module and do the illustrations in it and add some fluff. The fluff, the game world, and the illustrations are the primary focus. But I like to tinker with games, and I want to take this even further. I like basic games a lot. I loved the Pathfinder beginner box. Oh, that was so cool. I also like Pathfinder a lot. I like to tinker with games. I can't stop tinkering with games. It's bad. It's really bad. I'll show you how bad it is. Where is it? This is just one of them. This is one of my D20 variants. Blades and Bounty! The game is really bad. It doesn't work. And you learn a lot by making bad games. You can just keep on doing them. I feel like this time I can do it. This will be the good one. We'll see. We'll see. I want to take all the open content and make a really cool basic game with that's Pathfinder compatible, because Pathfinder is, the more I look at this game and see what they've done with it, it's the best version. I'm saying it here until I see D&D Next, and I think I got the playtest for D&D Next, and I like where it's going. We'll see, but Pathfinder is it. Pathfinder is the best version of Dungeons and Dragons. I just said it. Let the arguments begin. I'm stuck in my ways. I like Pathfinder so much because you can see the 30 years of work that has gone into this game. All the ideas, all the people that have contributed to this game. Going back for you can see, you can almost deconstruct Pathfinder to the first edition, and although you really can't, but you can see how first edition progressed to what Pathfinder is. And you can see like all the dungeon masters who sent their little homebrew rules into like Dragon magazine, and how those things ended up into the game. And then the D20 system became public domain, so countless fans keep on building onto the game So I want to try to add something to the game by doing a basic game of a 3.75 Pathfinder. And I'm going to add some of my tweaks. Let's just, I'm going to run through a quick summary, as quick as I can, as I'm solidifying my goals here. So, because I'm afraid I'm really rambling on this one. This is a huge project. It's going to take a very long time. But I can do this. So I'm doing ability point adjustments, and I already did a video on this. And everything I said in that video has already changed, but I am adjusting the ability points for a more more interesting game mechanics. I could really ramble on. Okay. Changing languages. That's pretty much just fluff. Right now, if I were to self-publish this, I couldn't, because I'm breaking... For personal usage, cool. Like, for dwarves, instead of speaking dwarf, they speak Dethic, but Dethic is owned by Wizards of the Coast, because Dethic is from Forgotten Realms, and so on. So I've changed the languages like that, just to make them cooler. I'm going to do a video on this, because languages, although they're just fluff, are a very important element of world building. The economy, I'm changing that. I'm doing the trend that's going on with indie games, which is a silver coin economy. Silver is the most common coin because gold isn't practical. Gold is heavy. And that's an easy change, but that gets in depth as well. I'm going Hackmaster on this. That's right. Kenzer and Company. Knights of the Dinner Table. I'm doing percentile scores along with all of the ability scores. Okay, so that won't damage the game. Now this is a little dangerous, what I'm going to do here. I want to make it a little more gritty. So I'm going to mess around with the drip down. Death at 0 hit points. That's gonna be a tricky one. I might not do it. That's on my list though. And then I'm gonna cut out some healing spells. I'm gonna make it a little harder. And then I have so those will mess with the game. Those will be tricky. I'm throwing on an optional massive damage thing. It's optional in Pathfinder as well. But I'm doing an optional massive damage with a hit dice mechanic, so it scales with the characters as they progress. And I'm also going to apply a wound table to it, so it won't be instant death on a massive damage. It'll be more like you break your leg or something. That'll be interesting. I think that'll work. I think that'll be fine. And then I'm going to keep this all contained into a basic game. So I'm just going to have it go up to level 6. Because I'm going to do it epic level 6. Which is actually looking like it may present problems, even though I thought it might make the game more manageable for one person to work on. People are already experimenting with Pathfinder on epic level 6. And the trend seems to be going to epic level 8 for Pathfinder. So that's interesting. You see how the sweet spot of the game has changed from 3rd edition. Okay, and now for the most drastic mechanics change I want to do to this game, which seemed like it would be simple at first, but it's already presenting problems. which is dropping the grid and going completely theater of the mind. This is not an easy task like I originally thought it would be. With this, see, now the battle map has already started to become very ingrained within 3rd edition and especially Pathfinder. So, at first you go, well, the effects going theater of the mind are just going to have effects on feats and skills. But it goes even deeper than that. Yes. Whoa, alright, I'm already at 11 minutes. Basically, what I'm doing is taking the 2nd edition battle. 2nd edition is very more theater of the mind, but I'm trying to streamline it and give it more structure. And what makes this extremely difficult is not only are the rippling effects that it will have through the game, but oh, I lost it. Where did that thought go? Dungeon Master Doom is tired. I apologize. I'm starting with a chase mechanic as the core of the theater of the mind structure. A chase mechanic is something that I've played with and I've been obsessed with since I've become a Dungeon Master, because I have so many players who have taken my games off in crazy directions, and they'll do stupid things to where I have to have like the castle guard come down and chase them through the woods, chasing them through rifts when they're flying on sky cycles and stuff. But I'm just sticking with the fantasy world. So I have a good chase system that is going to be the core, and building a core mechanic that can be built upon is going to be... I'll see if I can do it. Just give it a try. Hopefully I can take it up to a level to where I can start playtesting it. And that's my master plan. A theater of the mind game mechanic. And doing away with the grid. Because the grid is already mastered. I think the best grid system out there is actually the board game Descent. If you are into grids, I would see. But Descent isn't public domain. That's why I'm not doing it. Because I would take Dungeons and Dragons and I would Franken game it with Descent. But with the OGL, the greatest gift to the gaming community, it's public domain, and all of us Dungeon Masters all over the world can work on this game, and we keep on contributing to it. And just to make a cool little game, I gotta go through with this. I'm gonna do it. It'll be pretty awesome. Yeah. I'm falling asleep. I'm really tired. Into the dreamlands with Cthulhu. Or moon beasts. Those are what's in the dreamland. Beware the moon beast.